everybody, happy Wednesday night. It is 6:57 p.m. Eastern, and it's time for some more derailed gaming here on OCRP. What's going on, everybody? Gatekeeper Drew here, and we're back in the city of Los Santos Police Department. Nice little view of the Rockford Hills sign there, and I was able to grab a few more that we made the other day, so there's some other fun thumbnails coming soon. What's up in the chat to Sydney, Sammy, Maggio, Sammy, Bogner, let me get that right, since there's two Sammys back-to-back, Matthew French, Kathleen is here, Modbot in the house, everyone be on their best behavior. We also have Mr. Sheriff, who says early, he said late the other day. It's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, except he never goes with the one in the middle. He's either, it's too hot or too cold, too soft, too hard. What were the other ones? What's up, Mr. Sheriff? Kazim! Nina's here as well, and so is Officer Fleetwood. 11,181 subscribers to start the night. Did you guys see the short that I put out? Jack Creature's final feature. It is out for you guys to view, and we will be taking a look at some of that, as that was our last patrol on my bathroom breaks tonight. So you'll get to see a little bit of that action. Let me actually get that ready as we're talking about it here. Where is it that we get the call? Alright, there we go. Got that set up. Let me make sure it's set up properly here. Boom. And we need to get this last Sunday. I should have had this ready beforehand. Apologies. I was squeezing in dinner. So, boom, we've got our last Sunday ready for when we need that. What's up, Ghost Warrior? We also have Ludwiga. And got to be at the right time. Well, what is the right time, Mr. Sheriff? Is it 7:18 p.m. Eastern? What is your window of on time? Because I don't see anyone complaining about it being early. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this and see what's in store for Officer Fleetwood. You know, one thing I haven't noticed is the pointing issues. I wonder if that was the unstable thing or whatnot, because every time I flap my wings now, there's no issue. Metro 451, you show me 10-8, on duty. I need to be able to see that, too. Get that pulled up. And move this over where it needs to be. Boom. Alright. Oh, maybe they fixed the pointing thing. We'll see. Just not gonna roll. Ben with the 16 months distraction. 16 months. Closing in on a year and a half. Thank you, Ben. Favorite time of day is a derail stroll. Thank you, Ghost. Alright, well, we are 10-8. Let's make it official on the CAD there. What's up, Nolo? How you doing? Okay. This is why you don't read the chat and drive at the same time. Jeez Louise. Okay. Try this again. Where have I been hiding? Where have you been hiding? I've been on every night for last 2 weeks, with the exception maybe 2 nights, I think. Because I was on vacation, so we were barreling through streams. We had a couple of daytime ones last week while I was on vacation, but learn how to drive, pal. There's a wall there, thanks. Lawnmower Blade Factory. Hey, you know, that's a very important job. Without lawnmower blades, there'd be a lot of long grass. Oh, you were talking to Ben. Or Ben, you and Ben were talking. Okay. I get it now. I thought it said hello. Where have you been hiding? My bad, Ben. That's what I get for glancing at the chat as I'm grinding on a wall, you know? Nathan, what's up? 90 days off, jeez. Forgive me this time. I was scraping the wall, is that not what I said? Did I say grinding on the wall, maybe? Maybe that's what I said. That's crazy, though. You're okay asking. I have a slick top. Is it my Roxwood or is it County? I've got some slick top vehicles. I prefer lights on top for the most part, though. But I've got a couple because I know people ask.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, just getting here, about to open the store and everything.
Oh, nice.
How you doing?
I just clocked in, first tank of gas, so we'll see how quiet it stays, you know?
Yeah, I know, right? Just chaos-free, you know, quiet as ever.
I'll tell you what, though, there's one less serial killer on the street, so that's a plus.
Yes, less serial killer is always a good thing.
We still have some, but hey, one less is a step in the right direction.
That's right. You can't, yeah. That's one positive, yep. In the fight against evil.
Right. How's life here been?
Chaotic. Yes, very chaotic. But you know what? Entertaining and fun. Get to meet a lot of new people.
It works out. Kind of a win-win as long as it's not unlawfully chaotic.
Correct. No laws broken here.
Okay,
never.
very good.
Yeah, no. We're strictly clean fun here.
Hey, but it's got to be good for business, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's crazy here sometimes. I love that it's so big. Like, the parking lot is big, and then you got the pumps for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, some gas stations, you only get, like, 2 pumps and sand, you know?
Yeah, it gives everybody space to spread out.
Plenty of parking spots, too. I mean, like, legit parking spots versus, like I said, sand.
Yes, sand, yes. Out in the desert, yes, absolutely.
Well, and it's not so... I mean, it's still hot here, but it's not that, like, desert, brutal hot, you know?
Yeah, that unbearable heat, yes.
Yeah, I've been working most of my shifts down here. It's been, well, especially in the winter, you know, it gets pretty bad here, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's a little more humid, but it's like 30 degrees cooler at the same time, so it's kind of a give and take.
Oh, yeah. And it's good to get down here, get out of the county for a little bit, you know, see something fresh.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, as long as your head can handle this place. I hear when it gets crowded here, people start getting throbbing pains in their head.
Oh, yeah, there's a few ripples in the, you know, in the building, but I think they've been fixed, so hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's good.
I'll tell you something that's surprising me right now. If I could put my headache or lack thereof into a number like an FPS number,
yes,
I'd say 65 is what I would be
that's what I'm saying
right now. So
yeah,
I'm
I can deal
kind
with
of
that.
amazed. Yeah, that's actually I'll tell you, my head hurts less here than it ever has.
That's what I'm saying. It's great.
Yeah.
And you know why it's great? Because of you.
What did I have to do with that? I'm just a beat cop.
Your mere presence summons greatness.
Is that what it is? I take away the headaches. Well, here, I'll just post up right here for you.
Yeah, that'd be
I'll
perfect.
just like be the beacon of
Yes.
headache relief.
Also, it'd probably just save on the response time.
Oh yeah, just be like a on-duty security guard of sorts.
Absolutely, just be like, well, there's my next area of focus.
You know, I feel like I would scare off your patrons in an odd way.
That is true. I think so.
I think you might lose that appointed conductor title if I were to stand here.
That's true.
I'd be. You ever heard of coolers in casinos?
Yes.
So I would be like your cooler if I was here.
Yes. You'd be snuffing the coals of my train.
Yeah, maybe I missed an opportunity to work for the casinos, you know? Just walk by, pat people on the back, and wish them a nice day.
Absolutely.
And just ruin their run.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that. Yeah.
Well, that's what a cooler does.
That is true.
They don't have to touch you, but just walk by and, oh, hope you're having fun today. You take care. And then, like...
Oh, just walk off into the sunset? Hell yeah.
Yeah, they actually employ those people. Did you know that? That's actually a thing.
I have no idea.
I mean, it's more of a superstition, obviously, but I've actually heard of casinos employing people to... I'm like, I could do that job. I can walk around and say hi to people. Like, I want that job.
Yeah,
I don't have to worry about getting shot.
Yeah, absolutely. It would be much safer.
I mean, until someone figured out who you are, and then you got...
Yeah, and then I'd probably be troubled waters.
Right. All right, well, I'm going to grab a coffee. You said you guys are open?
Yeah, we're open. Free donuts and coffee for LEO. Yeah, have at it, bro.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I started drinking Americanos recently, so Josh is going to start drinking them too. Welcome into the new subscriber. It's going to be Genario Zapata. Welcome in. And that is... Oh, I didn't take that down. But that is one new subscriber. So thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. 21 likes already tonight. Thank you all for that. And... let's get some coffee here. I don't want to take advantage of it. If it were IRL, I'd grab like 3. And well, if it were I was paying for them, I'd grab 3. But one will work. I appreciate it. You have a good one.
Yep, I'm sure I won't see you later.
Oh, no, not at all.
No, I don't think so.
All right, you be safe here as well.
Hey,
So I do circles in the parking lot. Let's head up here. We didn't make it out here last shift. Not all the way here, at least. So we'll do that now. Yeah, so tomorrow I will be off. I'm actually going to a concert tomorrow with a friend, so I won't be streaming tomorrow night. Oh, cut over here.
Yes, dispatch operator 1175, 1037, 10 and 1912, break 451, Metro, your status.
10-8, on duty.
1912.
Might turn him down just a tick. Metro 451.
451.
Just for your 43, and I'm not used to your microphone, but it sounds kind of boxy. I don't know if that's intended, or if maybe you want to check your mic settings.
I'll see what I can do.
It honestly could be me, but I thought I'd just throw it out there. It is Steel Panther, Nathan. I would imagine that most people under the age of like 35 probably wouldn't know who they are. And even then, they're more of a parody band that gained some national prominence, but they're not big. Like, they're not really on the radio unless your radio station just happens to play them, which here in Kansas City they do. Or did. I don't know. I don't really listen to the radio anymore. But so Aftermath, hey, what's up, Aftermath? So you know Steel Panther. It's one of those things you kind of got to know them to know them, you know? Niche band, or you know, like in a movie it'd be like a cult classic movie or something. They're almost like a cult classic band in a way. They are very raunchy and inappropriate, so if you're younger, I would encourage you to take that under advisement. She can stay here. Oh, we can go this way. What the fuck? Okay. That's random.
Well, that's good. Hey, you asshole!
Dragged on, you have? You know of them, but you've seen them 5 or 6 times. I'd say you probably know more than just know of them at that point, but you know better than me. Maybe it's one of those bands you just kind of skipped out on at the festival. Oh, America's Got Talent. Yeah, I heard about that. My dad actually mentioned that to me this morning when I was telling him about it. And I was like, wait, what? America's Got Talent lets popular bands or popular acts on? And he's like, you gotta think about it. They're really not that world renowned, you know, maybe in certain circles, but to the greater audience, like America's Got Talent, I'm like, maybe so. I guess they've always just been a big band to me, but when you look at the charts and what they've done in the last 15 years, they really haven't exactly torn up the charts. Because, again, their music's too raunchy for radio. But they're really good musicians. That's the thing. For those of you who don't know who they are, they've got a very 80s sound, especially that first album. A very 80s sound and really good voices. But, again, the lyrics are highly inappropriate.
Hey, you my dude, right? Sounds good.
I've been listening to them all day, just kind of get myself in the mood, so to speak. So now I can, oops. I don't have to...
That ain't good.
I don't have to watch dispatch because we've already got a dispatcher, so that's awesome. Ooh, sorry to hear that, emo. You know, I'm not saying it's wrong for anyone to. It's probably better that you do to celebrate their life, but I've never looked back at the anniversary death of a loved one and gone, that was that day. I've never really done that. I know my grandpa died on April 20th, and because that date has prominence for multiple reasons, it kind of dawns on me. But I'm also not the kind of person to really get big on holidays either. I mean, I'll stream special things on the holidays for you guys, but me personally, like, Christmas can happen on March 13th if that's when it happens, you know. But I know I also... What? Why are they doing that? Am I... But I also know people that are very, very much sticklers on that holiday being on that day. There's no exceptions. One year I had Christmas during 8 to 10 inches of snow because it had to be on Christmas Day. But again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, emo, especially when it comes to a loved one and an anniversary of that loved one. More power to you, and I sympathize with your loss. What's up, Manny? Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't suggest children listen to Steel Panther. It's not one that I tell my daughter, hey, let's take a listen to this. What's up, KY? 26 likes tonight already. Thank you guys. You guys are going wild on the like button. And one new subscriber so far. There's a lot of bands from my past that I'll share with my daughter, but Steel Panther is not one of them. She probably wouldn't understand half of what they were saying, but I don't want her to start learning now. But they're really good musicians. When I was talking to my dad today, I was like, you know, I wonder why they never did that one or two, like, serious songs that would really get them to chart, because they would. Because they already had a name to them. And if they came out with this power ballad or something with the 90s sound, I bet it would get over. But then as I said that, I stopped myself and I said, then again, they build a fan base off of that song, and then they go listen to the rest of their catalog and they stop listening. So you're best staying in your lane in that case. 9 years ago today. What is with today? What? March 26th? I'm sorry to hear that, Manny. We'll sit here and chill out for a minute, see if we get any calls, and then probably roll up Marlowe. We are the first officer on. We will see what kind of crime the server gives us tonight. Honestly, I've been live so much the last 2 weeks. With all due respect to you guys, I'm kind of looking forward to the night off, just to kind of decompress from gaming in general, and then being off again Saturday. So I'll be off tomorrow, Friday, and the schedule is in the super chat goal as usual, but off Thursday, Civ Friday, so we'll just get on and have some fun, do some random stuff. Who knows, maybe round the moonshiners up, who knows. Then Saturday I'll be off, and then Sunday we'll be back on patrol here in LSPD. So that gives me a little bit of time to decompress, take a break, and then sometime next week I'm going to be out of town one night, so that'll give me another night out of server. Aaron's Gamer, what's up? Marcus, what's going on? Right now we're just waiting for the crime to begin. Ike, how's it going? I could imagine emo. I'm lucky enough to still have my father, so again, I can only sympathize. So I don't know, maybe that is something where that'd be the first time in my life, but like I didn't do it for my grandfather or my grandmother or my uncles, but then again, that's not your father, you know, so I can only sympathize. RJ, how's it going? You keep watching the Jack Creature finale, the short or the whole episode? Go ahead.
When you get a second, you try to reload your body again.
10-4. I have completed that. You reaching it?
I'm still getting lost signal. Try to relog standby.
It's very possible it could just be one of those days.
Lovely.
Both the short and the live stream. Nice. Well, I'll be eventually working on getting those trimmed down into individual episodes, you know, part 5, part 6, part 7, leading all the way up to the finale. I've just got to figure out how long I need to make those episodes. I'm doing good, KY. We were just talking about the concert I'm going to tomorrow night with my friend, and a man named Ryan is here now. What's up, Ryan? So yeah, we were talking about that and just talking about how inappropriate Steel Panther is. But I've never seen them in concert in the 17 years they've been around. It's their 15th anniversary tour, but from their big album. But it's been 17 years since they released it. So yeah, it'll be nice to get to see them, because who knows how much longer they'll be around and touring. Yeah, I got a couple drips of rain midday today, even though it was kind of partly cloudy, so it was sunny, then it wasn't. Yeah, let's tour Marlow. Last message. The last message is saying hi to Ryan. I don't know how you want me to address that. Greg, what's up? Steel Panther. I want to sit here and sing their songs, but I can't say anything that they say. But they're in my head. I'm jamming to them in my head. I'm like, oh, you can't sing, Drew. You can't sing them. What's up, Evan? About Motley Crue. I don't see that. Oh, it's way up there. Are you familiar with... Oh, yeah. I mean, there's not many bands from the 80s you could name that I wouldn't know. And the 70s and the 90s and moving on, you know. Man, Motley Crue, I listened to them when I was little. I've always been a music head, though, so you're going to be hard-pressed to stump me unless it's music from the last 15 years or so. But even then, I know a lot of the big names. Yeah, Ryan. Steel Panther, take a listen. Their first album, oh God, what was the name of it? But that was the one that was really popular. Let me look up the album name really quick. It might still be on my Wikipedia on my phone from earlier. Michael Starr is their lead singer. Feel the Steel. That album right there, that pretty much encompasses what you can expect from them. They're very much an 80s style band, although they got big in 2008. But it sounds very 80s, but the lyrics are exactly the opposite. Even though some of the songs sound like power ballads from the 80s, then you listen to the lyrics and you're like, this is the weirdest love song I've ever heard. And some are, like, they would be canceled today if they were writing those songs today. Well, what is canceled, you know? But there would be an uproar where back in 2008, people thought it was cool, you know? But their very first song on Feel the Steel, there's a word in there that they use, and it's like, yep, that wouldn't fly today. But again, it's the music of when I was in my 20s, so, you know, it's got nostalgia to it, and I'm not an easily offended person anyways. It'd be hard-pressed to offend me, so... Me and my dad, who was born at the dawn of the 70s, are both into 70s and 80s rock music, yeah. The occasions I go up to the bar, that's why I pump the jukebox full of, or touch tunes, whatever they call it now. Oh my God, Becky! Becky! Yeah. Well, and it sounds like serious songs. Did you read the lyrics, or did you actually listen to the songs, Ryan? Because reading the lyrics, you're like, okay, this sounds like Weird Al on drugs or something. But if you listen to the music, like Weird Al, oh my God, you guys get out of here. Weird Al, his music is cheesy, like, you got, you know, the accordion and stuff going on. But with Steel Panther, they're trying to sound good while having some of the worst lyrics in pop culture history, you know? What's up, Robert? Oh, yeah. Right, Greg? Well, I don't know how else to define it, KY. Weird Al on drugs. Listen to Death to All But Metal. Well, that one doesn't have the raunchy stuff in it. They just are very vulgar. But Community Property would probably be the one that you would go, okay. And it's got that power ballad sound to it. Musically, instrumentally, it's a very good song. And even vocally, in terms of how good his voice is, it's a good song. But then you hear the lyrics and you're like, yeah, this would never top the charts in any era. it probably back in the 2000s was the best chance it had to chart. So they made that kind of music at the right time, but in like American history or whatever, but it still wouldn't fly. Like the FCC would just tear that song apart like a 50 Cent song. Well, then it'd probably be up your alley, Jules. But again, if there happens to be anyone underage watching, I am not endorsing listening to them at all. And that's why I was half tempted to not even mention what I was doing tomorrow, but when I mentioned going to a concert and everyone started asking it, the conversation started. So I really don't want to be known as the guy that's sending everyone to listen to something that's not house appropriate, you know.
Hey! Lionel! That is your name now, right?
Lionel Richie? I've sang some Lionel Richie.
Hey, that shit was fucked up last night, right?
He turns around. He goes, that shit was fucked up last night. Dude turns around like, yeah, well, not all the cops driving by. I don't know you, bud. Just saying.
That's about right.
Yeah, Jules. I mean, like I said, it's very power ballad like it sounds like a song that would be a #1 hit if it weren't for the actual words in it, you know. Yeah, because we'll be singing it. Oh, okay. I listened to death metal, to all but metal. If you just pretend the lyrics is what? It's an amazing song. 80s rock songs, ballads are some of my favorite, although this didn't come to mind. Well, see, Death to All But Metal is a little heavier than their music, to be fair. That's why I mentioned Community Property, because they're more of that style of 80s, that power ballad, or, you know, a little harder rock. So, like, one of their songs even has a whoa, 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 like Bon Jovi did. They use the same technology to pull that sound off. What's up, Matt? It's like gibberish language. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, if the lyrics bother you, just pretend you don't hear them, because they are good songs if you just hear them in gibberish, you know? If you're unable to understand the English language and you're like from Russia or something, you don't understand English, you'd be like, oh, these guys sound good. What are they saying? Yes. Yeah, it had a little bit of a Van Halen feel to it. We got couch tonight.
Good evening, I'll be 1037 tonight.
1936, good evening.
The lyrics don't bother me, just more so I would probably not play it on a speaker. Yeah, definitely have your earbuds in, or be in the house alone, something like that. Unless you're around safe company, obviously. But yeah. Very interesting band, and I discovered them through our rock station here because our morning rock DJ at the time was really big on them. And he was very influential through here. The band Rev Theory, if anyone knows who Rev Theory is, I've seen them a few times. Even though they were from down south, was it Arkansas or Louisiana? I can't remember. But they were down south of here. But they sold more albums in Kansas City than anywhere else, including their own home area. Because our morning show DJ liked them so much that they played them all the time. And then for those of you that are wrestling fans, that's the band who did Voices, which is Randy Orton's theme for the last 15 years. So that helped them a little bit, but it was still Kansas City. They call it their home away from home. I've met them in person a couple times. The nicest guys. I hope they didn't grow out of that, but when they were big here, I saw them a few times and had a beer with them and everything, just because they opened for Seether or something, and don't quote me on, was it Seether? Whoever they opened for, and don't quote me on Seether, but whoever they opened for were kind of standoffish, because we had like a VIP area where the band was supposed to come and hang out with us when it wasn't their set, and that band that was there that night, as the headliner, were just kind of like, and they kind of slunk in a corner and were standoffish, and really wouldn't talk to you for more than a couple seconds, like, oh, hey, nice to meet you, thanks for coming, and then get back to their beer. But Rev Theory, they actually were like right in the middle, and people were circling them, listening to stories. And they'd even take time to get names, like, hey, what's your name? What's your story? Oh, cool, you do this? Oh, man, I used to do something like that when I was younger, or whatever, you know. So Rev Theory was really cool. And this is why I can't remember who was actually the headliner. I went for the opening band, Rev Theory. I didn't even care who was headlining, because Rev Theory was who I came for, and I ended up staying in the VIP room most of the time the headliner was on, because Rev Theory was just cool to hang out with. Yep, couch is on. Yeah, Ryan, no, I've got a friend, her and I are on the same wavelength with our humor, very dark, and obviously I'm not this way on air, but very dark and uncensored humor. So stuff like that is kind of up our alley, because it's meant to be comedic while still sounding good, which is unique. I'll give him that. It's very unique, and obviously there's some form of a market for it, because they've been doing it for 17 years. Sammy knows Rev Theory. There you go. It was certainly an experience, Jules. Matt knows Rev Theory. There you go. When I'm in the right company, it's I don't know. It depends on who you're around. But obviously we can't be that way on air. You gotta know your audience. That's a quote I've stood by for a very long time. You gotta know your audience. You'd like to party with me, Anthony? Well, thank you. I'm not even. I'm really kind of a boring person when it comes to partying. I'm the guy who sits, like when I go to the bar on the occasions that I do, I generally sit in the corner and keep to myself and play on my phone. It's just nice to be around other people and people watch. That's not to say that I don't have friends up there that I couldn't like throw darts with. Like I know some of the regulars up there, and they call me a regular, even though I'm only up there like 2-3 times a month on average, you know, maybe 4. But I'm not, obviously I'm here with you guys every night mostly, so.
Hi, I'm
if I'm not on air, I'm either doing something with a friend, I'm at the bar, or very rarely, or I'm out of town. Very rarely do I take a night off and just sit at home because I feel unproductive. I probably could take a night off and do editing, but even to me, even sitting at the bar and people watching is more productive than sitting at home twiddling my thumbs. As weird as that sounds, I don't like to just sit at home. Unless it's like Saturday afternoon and, get a couple chores done and then you just want to play on your phone for a little bit.
It's like fair game, bro. Dude, hit that shit. Hit it hard. Smash it into her.
That'd be UKY.
Gorilla.
Not much of a party guy, but I also just don't really have many people to hang out with. But I do want to try to go out more in the future. Enjoy being in the company of people, but yeah, I can't be the center of the party. I can't be the life of the party. Like even when I went up there on my birthday, what was funny was most people didn't even care. Anyone else's birthday, everyone's buying them shots and but I was just like, there was like the bartenders bought me a drink, that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. I had one buddy, I think, buy me a drink or do a shot with me. Basically, he bought me a shot. But beyond that,
That's your 152.
152.
We'll be out with a abandoned semi parked on the sidewalk. 134 Strawberry Innocence.
hey Brady, how's it going? But it's really fun. Like Saturday. Hang on, let's.
It'll be 134 Strawberry and Innocence.
Saturday, I may have plans, I may not. That's still up in the air. But if I don't, I'll probably end up rolling out to the bar because I got the night free to be able to do so. And Saturday's a great night to people watch because people get so much more drunk than they should. And I just sit there and sip on my drinks most of the time. So, excuse me. Even though I may get a good buzz, I'm just sitting there chilling and watching, you know. And
we're gonna need some world-class bitches for Morgan Chester tonight.
Excuse me?
You want bitches that will get naked and smoke weed.
All right. What was I saying? Yeah, so I may just go up there and people watch. Maybe I'll throw darts with my buddy. I don't know, but I usually just sit there and chill and take in my surroundings, you know. 41 likes tonight. We haven't even had a call yet, and we've gotten 41 likes. Thank you guys, and one new subscriber. I did make a short for the Jack Creature final feature. Jack Creature's final feature. If you guys haven't seen that, let me.
I'll see you at the gym. You already know.
You already know. But here, if you haven't seen it, go give it a look. Took me a bit to trim it down. I think you guys will like it, though. If you haven't already seen it, that is.
Metro 152.
How's it going, Christian?
Can you let me know if we have on rotation tow-in channel?
Oh, we do.
Hey, from I'll go ahead and get off rotation on the way. Thank you.
Well, I mean, it was 6 months in the making, basically 5 months. I mean, if you wanted to get real technical, you could go all the way back to August with it, but the real investigation didn't start until December.
Closing.
No. How would rear closing even hit? There's nothing to hit on rear closing. I'm pointed this way. It's all front facing. Hope it stays this quiet. Yep. It probably won't. But that's a good thing, right? It'll keep us busy, keep us occupied. We had so much fun with Red Dead Redemption 2 last night that I was on till almost 4 a.m. Eastern. It's like 3:30 Eastern before I got off air. And I had to get my daughter to school by 9 a.m. Eastern, so left me with only about 4 hours sleep, but I'm doing pretty good for the little sleep that I did get. Oh, no, you're not downplaying it, Ryan. It was quite the moment. It was the cherry on top of the whole thing, you know? It's a very... And there were a lot of people praising that.
10:37, 10:08, good evening.
And I can't wait to make it into...
49, good evening.
I can't wait to make it into a full length. What I may do for the full length is I might just take each episode and piece it together on top of itself.
How did you get this number?
Just because I don't know how else I would do it.
It's not like that, Mom.
It's going to be so much.
Well, this is business.
It's going to be a
I just
lot for
wanna
my
keep the
computer to
line clear
handle.
for business
That's what
talk.
I'm getting at. Oh yeah, and you could feel it. Like when we pulled into the graveyard, I'm like, this is it right here, because any other time he would say that there was a dead body, or we'd find out about a dead body. And this time he took a picture of him stalking Panini, and I'm like, we can catch him in the
Parking
act.
violation issued. A heavy wrecker arrived into the truck, and I'll be tonight.
1950.
But the full length of just the first 4 parts is how long? It is an hour and 36 minutes. So when we piece it's going to be like a 4 or 5 hour video. And when I complete it, it'll be for members only, and then the individual episodes will get released individually. So when I complete that, members will get the exclusive to the entire full-length feature. And then, so I'll have to retitle the one I've got right now because it's called the full-length feature. And then each 20-30 minute episode, kind of like I've been releasing, will be what comes out to non-members. So you guys get little teasers here and there, but you know, if you want to just see it all in one punch, you'd want to become a member when that's completed. You can only imagine what Nate was thinking when there was all these officers searching like 3 or 4. Oh my God. And see, they weren't live for that. So yeah, I mean, he was, I had to, and I know he was doing his best, but I think there was a couple things I had to retype a couple times, because it's like, I don't think he saw that with everything going on.
I got a stinking tank. I ain't cheating.
I'm not gonna answer that, Matt. I'm not gonna answer that. I think it's best left as a mystery, unless Nate wants to state that himself.
I fucking told you I would, didn't I?
Hell? Where are we running? That was weird. What am I doing? Why?
Fuck it!
Why did he do that? That was so weird. Yeah, KY, if you're still here, can you drop Nate and Hemi's channels into the chat so Manny can get them?
I'll be over next week. Yeah.
One little trick, Manny. Watch this. You'll see on the left-hand side of your screen, it'll say who's talking. See, it says 451 Drew W. Derailed Gaming. That Derailed Gaming, that's my channel name. So whenever you see anyone else talking in those parentheses or whatever, that's the name of their channel. Hubs, what's up? Spriggs, how's it going? Thank you, KY. I need to move from here. We've been up here a minute. I want to change scenery, maybe go down to Vespucci. Hey, Brady, I'm good. Didn't you say hi already? Yeah, I'm good, Brady. Just another day. Just another day without you. So Hemi did not play Jack Creature. That's Hemi's channel there. He didn't play Jack Creature, but he did a lot of the supporting roles. And then the next one you'll see is the guy who played Jack Creature, and that's Big Tal Timmy. Both channels are great to follow. Both are great to watch. You get both their POVs. Oh, no, you're fine, Manny. I was just throwing that out there, and anyone else who's watching who didn't know that little thing there. It was more of a general statement. Oh, yeah. Well, the first time I ran into them, I really liked what they were doing. I thought Blake Rogers was great. Chad Connors pissed me off, so you know he was doing good if he was pissing me off with Chad Connors. And I say that in a good way. Like, it was like, I just want to rip this guy out of the car. Xander! It's already Wednesday. And tomorrow kind of feels like Friday to me because I'm going to the Steel Panther concert. And then I've got an office day on Friday, so it's like... breaks up my field days from my office day and kind of gives it the feel of a Friday to me. So it kind of feels like a 4-day work week in a way. Even though I will have to work on Friday, it just will be from the office down here. The iPad kids? I don't know. If you're meaning from Nate and Hemi, it doesn't ring a bell.
Hey, you, what's up?
Met someone named Blake Rogers about 16 years ago, man. About 16 years ago. So I don't know if you saw this, Xander, but I created Drake Rogers. He was on server the other night. There's Drake Rogers, their Cajun crazy uncle. There's Big Tal Timmy's channel.
Hello.
Hey,
Oh.
¿qué cuentas?
Hi, sir.
Hey, Remy, how's it going?
No, really sick. Can't make it to work.
I'm going to see what this iPad Kids thing is all about. July of last year, and that was before he met Nate, I'm pretty sure. I'll tell you what, so I got recommended one of the Kiflam takeover videos from the one of the first recording server outings, and that was over a year ago. And I was like, that was over a year ago? Just doesn't feel like it was a year ago, you know? You know? Don't you know? Don't you know?
Recounting.
Go ahead.
How are you logging to CAD?
10-4 should be logged into CADs.
Yeah, Drake Rogers, that, I'm fans talk like this.
Are you logging?
I'm gonna have to work on the voice because this really hurts my voice. But this is Drake Rogers.
We'll see you on the work.
All right, radio traffic. This is Drake Rogers. Jake, Blake, and he's obsessed with alligators. Jack Creature, I watch you, so everything is a surprise. I watch them the next day to hear the stuff. Oh, cool. Four 445 and 054 having to deal with the iPad Kids. Okay.
I see now, I got you tonight.
Well, it gives me another POV to consider. Time flies when you're having fun. No kidding. I mean, to think that in August it'll be 2 years on server for me. It just doesn't. It's crazy to think because OCRPs became a normal thing in my life, but it still in a way feels like yesterday. I'm like, gosh, I still feel new. Not as skittish as I used to be. Sometimes I'm hesitant with things. But some of it is newer to me, like Dispatch and LEO. It's been less than a year for me. Yeah, well, there's a few people that have came up with some really creative characters. But, like, the in-depth stuff, yeah. And my likeness for investigative RP, not trying to toot my own horn, I'm just saying that has inspired, because I don't know if there's another officer out there that would have just continued to follow that thing. Because usually people just put out a warrant and let it be what it is, but low-key, they were specifically targeting me to be on those calls because they knew that I wanted to do some investigative stuff. So, again, I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying the stars kind of aligned on that. Because otherwise, you would have probably gotten a mixed batch of officers. And again, the officers are great on server. I'm not knocking anybody. But I'm just saying, without some sort of pre-knowledge of, hey, I like the investigative stuff, and hey, they want to do something that can be investigated, has helped that, because otherwise the warrants would have just gotten tossed in and people would be waiting for the warrant to ping, you know. And again, I feel weird saying that because I'm not trying to sound like, ho, look at me. I'm trying to explain how it worked out. It could have been anybody on server. 057 likes investigating. 809 likes investigating. It could have been any one of them. and it would have came off just as good. Coming up on 2 years in May. Definitely came a bit more natural to me, but it's still like, damn. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I fit in pretty quickly. I was just hesitant to do crimes and do things that took up server time. Unless I had Brad out, talking about my early days. When I had Brad out, I'd go a little more gung-ho.
Hey, Sharif. I've heard that place has great salmon.
Anthony, if you're not sure if you're subscribed to everybody, go to my channel page here on YouTube, and then go to the channels that I follow. I share who I'm subscribed to, and you can find now I'm subscribed to other things. I'm subscribed to Police Body Cam channels. I'm subscribed to friends of mine and stuff. But if you go through there, you can find anybody that I found that streams. Maybe there's a few lurkers out there that I haven't picked up on yet. But if you go through my list of subscriptions and look and see who the OCRP creators are, you can find just about anyone's channel. And again, I probably haven't updated it very well in the last 2 or 3 months unless I've stumbled across somebody. But I'd like to think it's 95% up to date. Well, yeah, and your officer encounters the same people over and over. So, like Sophie, for instance, like you know what Sophie does, you know what she's about, and you know what to look out for. If Sophie went on some sort of multi-day crime spree, it would probably fit in perfectly for you. Just throwing Sophie out there as an example. It could be Chuck, it could be Wilmer, whoever, you know. People that you would know and your character would know. Yeah, and see, that's my problem, Spriggs. I've got 17 or 18 characters now, and some of them barely see the time of day, just because when do you have time to fit them all in? We see Bronson occasionally when I'm just looking for some passive RP. Cole, it's been a minute since we've seen Cole. Jessica too. Jimmy we only see for the scavenger hunts, which Easter we've got one coming up soon. Justin pops in every now and then. Mama's kind of more of a special occasion. Ron Carpenter, he is the B team construction worker. So you guys have only seen him once. Then we've got Craig. We see Craig quite a bit. David hasn't been out in quite a while. Drake is new. We just saw him. Duke's been a minute. But it's been a minute since we've been able to get the crew together. Eddie comes out now and then. Of course, everyone knows Frank. Jim is get to Wake. Lucky Larry Ledbetter, we brought him back a little bit. Ooh, maybe I round Larry up on Friday. Orson we saw the other night. Was it last night? Oh, no, 2 nights ago. Pete we saw 2 nights ago, but it had been a while for him before that. Robbie we see infrequently. So, yeah. Oh, and yeah, Spriggs, that's why I don't watch other channels any more than I have to, because I want my ideas to be original, so I purposely won't watch any more than I have to of other people's streams. Like, I'll watch if I interacted with them that night. I'll watch and see how it looked from their end and stuff, but I try not to take too much from character stories so I can have my own. Don't want to horn, but come on, TDS. If my chat was off a bit, I had to oh, you're fine, KY. Another interesting storyline that out is what Sheriff is doing. Loves that long-term investigation brain twist. Yeah. Well, we're on to him a little bit. I've got to separate what I know outside of Josh's character from what Josh actually knows. Couch will post every now and then. I don't think he's just that big into it. Appreciate it, TDS. Cordell, what's up? Ed is always fun to come across. Eddie. Yeah, and I'm cooking up some more ideas for him to make it a little more difficult. He's more of a short-term investigation. Like, it's not multi-night. Obviously, the things he does and the doppelgangers and the ID theft and the habitual lying all play into his character and play into investigating him. But he's just a one-night investigation. It doesn't usually carry across multiple days.
The doctor said I should stop. I'm sure it'll heal itself. Goodbye.
You can almost do a long night of character roulette when check. I've done that before. Spriggs, if you go back, it's in the first 100 episodes, but it was called OCR Potpourri. And it was where we would bring out various characters for short periods of time. You guys would vote on who the next character was. Complete knee replacement. Jeez. Hope the recovery's going good. Coop, that's why I mostly watch others' police RP. Why is that? Not sure what that's in response to. Hey, you're welcome, Anthony. Hopefully that helps out. Then you'll be able to binge watch and seek out POVs and however you want to play it, you know. The last video Couch posted was Bugs and Ryan doing Metro State Boys at Server 2. Really? I thought he had one more recent than that. Or maybe I'm not aware of that one being posted.
No, Mr.
Yeah, I think you poked your head in here, what, a week or two ago? But yeah, it's been a minute. I've been doing good, just got off vacation. Well, Monday through Friday last week was when I was off. Oh, so you don't meta, I gotcha. Potpourri. Well, I stole it from Jeopardy.
Of course I remember you. How could I forget?
I'm not waiting in this intersection. But then I come up to this intersection. Now it's going to be a minute. Go get gas. Gas her up. Gas her up, gas her up, gas her up. World's longest light. Oh, gotcha, Cordell.
Hello there.
I take it was one of those things you held off for retirement so you didn't have to be on the shelf and lose out on comp time, vacation time, and all that.
That's seriously not cool. Well, you're gonna have to make it up big time.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a little early. Sometimes this happens. Yeah, I figured that was the case, Cordell. Kind of lined up. Athletes do that too. If they have a major surgery, they'll either wait till the end of the season, or if it's something they can work through, they'll wait for retirement. But depends on what the body part is and how important it is to their sport. because you really don't want to hold off on surgeries if you're still an active player. But if it's something you can work through, then I've known of athletes who've done that, like especially in like professional wrestling. You'll hear of the wrestlers once they retire, like was Undertaker said he wouldn't get his hip replaced until he retired. But he was moving real slow those last couple of years. Last 5 years or so, it's like, dude, just hang it up. Like, we love you, but we also love you and it's not worth it.
It is what it is, you know? What do you want?
Well, it's after 7 Central.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Not again.
So yeah, here in the next hour it should start picking up, if not sooner.
I mean, how?
If not sooner.
I'll go with you, but you must promise me that you won't do that thing that you did last time we pretend that you don't speak English.
I promise.
I've got to give you the number of that headshot guy.
Huh? He should have retired with the streak intact also. I know we've talked about this before, but going to Brock Lesnar just made absolutely no sense. He was already established as a monster. There was nothing that beating Undertaker could do for him that wouldn't already make him what would amount to a final boss, you know, before The Rock was called that. But for years, Brock was the final boss, and then they put the Undertaker thing there, and it's like, okay, so it's just like, what is this? What sense does this make, you know? I always saw it back in the time, like when he got to 20-0, I was like, just retire with 20-0. It's a perfect thing. Obviously perfect because he hadn't lost, but it's a way to go out. Like they could have even done a story like, oh, 20 wins. That's what finally makes the Undertaker die, is he's completed his destiny or whatever. Like they could have came up with something for that, leading into his 20th win, like, and then put him up, say, against a Brock Lesnar or something, and then had him actually beat Brock Lesnar, you know. But if he was to get beaten by anybody back in that time period, think about when he was beat by Brock, the person who could have benefited most from it, and yes, he would have had to go heel, and we see how going heel helped this guy, but Roman Reigns. He was a face, he was strong and powerful, and again, I would have rather Taker retired undefeated, but if you're going to have him lose to an up-and-comer that needs it, and you could have given Roman Reigns that victory and give him a heel push, an unexpected heel turn, because that night after WrestleMania, he was an absolute dick to Undertaker, and they could have kept going with that, and the fans were booing him like crazy, and it showed basically what was possible with that whole thing. Had they done it a couple years earlier and actually be the first defeat. If they got that reaction that night, now I know it was the night after WrestleMania crowd, but still, could you imagine if he actually beat the streak and turned heel off of that? You could have created this super mega heel years before he was one. And it just blew me away that it was Brock, that it was anybody, but then on top of that it was Brock. Okay, rant over. Strangle the next person to say quiet, Ghostly? Is that what you're talking about? Shenanigans? Oh! Actually, it's this way. What? Oh, GPS just looked weird the way it was suggesting that. Okay, let's see. Jack. It should have been Roman. Yeah, if it was going to be anybody, it should have been Roman. Now I think the streak should have been broken, but not by Lesnar. I always think they turned Cena heel by having... Yeah, but see, even Cena was too old at the time. Like, and he was already going kind of Hollywood at that point. Like, we knew it was coming to that. So even Cena just really didn't make sense. I'll catch up with your chats here in just a second. I need to check something really quick.
How's it going tonight?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Only bad thing about being in the city is it takes us further to get over there to the phone.
Oh, yeah, it's a longer walk. Yeah.
Oh my god.
What was that?
I'm not sure what that crash was.
Sometimes it could be a blimp, sometimes it could be a helicopter. They kind of sound the same. Oh, yep, there it is. It's a helicopter.
Okay.
They, some of the locals out here went to the Grapeseed Flight School and they transferred out here.
Oh god.
Yeah.
They should have stayed in Grapeseed.
Yeah, I mean, at least they're used to it up there.
Right.
Here, yeah, even to me, it's like, oh, what is that? You know, when I hear it.
Yep. All right. Well, I just wanna. Sorry, I didn't get out here quick enough. We still have the coffee, Sprunk or Rico inside for you if you'd like.
Oh, sounds good. Yeah, I still got my coffee from earlier. When he was clocking in, I pulled up at the same time as him. So I still got a couple donuts and the coffee. So I appreciate it. And I forgot you guys usually fill up. Sorry about that.
All right, no problem.
I'm just kind of in my own world.
Yeah.
All right, you take care. Thanks. Let's do something like... See if I can hit cars from here. Oh, yeah, I can. Nice. Do this for a minute while I catch up with the chat. Yeah, his WrestleMania streak ended. It was one of the biggest moments in wrestling history. It's one of the few that I actually agree with when you see the top 10s. Because, like, the top 10s they put out now, it's like, oh, Sasha Banks does a power bomb on Raw, and that's the number 4 most shocking thing ever. And it's like, I could name 10 more shocking things than that in a heartbeat, you know? And it's like, okay, you know, Sasha Banks doing a power bomb, sure, yeah, whatever. And I'm making that up. I don't know if she actually did one, but it's like, okay, you're just doing that because it's more modern and people will like it. Like, if you actually go back into the history of wrestling, and here's a shocker, maybe check your archives of things like Mid-South, WCW, WCCW, all these other territories, you'd find more shocking moments than, you know, Becky Lynch headbutting a table or something. Whatever. Or, oh my God, Jake Paul did the double drop kick with what's-his-face. And it's like, at the Royal Rumble, yeah, that was pretty cool, but I wouldn't put up there as most shocking. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely. All right. Well, let me go to... Actually, let me just put this up for a second.
Can't hit I 10-0. Did anybody else 10-0?
451-10-4. Same here. might be server-wide. Open my phone just in time. See if we can get back in. It looks like not everyone got kicked off. Oh, shit. Break, Metro 451. Do I have any units near the cemetery? I'm going to be responding. Creature just posted a picture. He's going to kill a witness.
Metro 37 direct, respond with K9.
10-4.
I'm trying to stay near, I'm sure there's probably enough people going inside the cemetery itself.
Yeah, server's down. Oh my god. Flying cars. Hello.
Metro 822, we have Jack Creature's white van here at the cemetery.
10-4, I know exactly where that headstone is too. Be opposite end from us.
Do you need all units to respond to this?
I could take maybe one or two more if you'd like.
10-4, shoving in route. Is it going to be the Los Santos? Is it being Los Santos?
Oh, break! I've got him. Sorry. Take maybe one or two more if you'd like.
10-4, shoving in route. Is it going to be the Los Santos? Is it being Los Santos?
Break! I've got him.
20?
631 at the graveyard, west end. Mr. Creature, show me your hands. I need to see your hands in the air.
I'm not done writing my note, Fleetwood.
Are you going to put your hands up after you finish writing that note? I need to get him help.
Sure. Let me finish writing my note.
Any more updates?
Challenging one.
Don't interrupt me, Fleetwood. I'm busy.
You're busy?
I'm busy, Fleetwood. This man ruined everything.
This man is bleeding out and we need to get him help.
He's fine, Fleetwood.
Change of plan. You're going to stop the note and you're going to let us get to him.
You know as well as I do that if you leave a knife in someone, they bleed slower, so I think he has time.
That's not how that works. He's still got a knife in him, sir.
But he's not bleeding out. He's fine. And he will be fine.
Well, while the server's having issues, I'm going to hit the restroom, too. No. Sir. Mr. Panini. Mr. Panini!
Good Jack. Oh, my God.
Back.
We got one down. The one that was down is.
You don't know what he
step
did
back.
to me.
Step back.
Did.
Drop it. I know what he did. You need to stop. Put the knife down and we can talk about this. Watch Creature. Watch Creature.
I got Creature at point.
Do not. No. Don't make us. Panini, put the knife down.
On the ground.
K9 deployed. We have 2 down, challenging 2. I've got lethal if someone wants to try and clear this
I have my
and cuff.
rifle, so
Get on the don't.
Fleetwood.
Ceasefire. Subject neutralized.
Metro 132, can we get medics out here?
Someone can come some of these guys, please.
I'm moving in. You got him covered?
I got creature covered.
Stop.
Quit moving.
Alright, he's cuffed. He's cuffed. Let me inside here.
Stay down, or else I'll release the dog again.
Watch cross.
Creature's secured, right?
Creature's secured. We just need to get Panini.
Alright.
I'll switch to less if... Oh, you're moving in? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Alright.
Metro 451. We've got 2-10-15. Rolling medics.
Oh, he's still alive.
Anyone got med bags? Or is that...
Yes, they're grabbing some.
Creature. Hang in there. What's... Mr. Creature, can you hear me?
There's a bag.
Thank you.
Yeah, someone else getting one too, right? Yeah, we got a second one coming. I think it's yours over here.
Alright. What's going on here?
Jason, you've been a little heavy on the birdie post today, Mr. Creature.
He's got multiple GSWs.
Yeah, server's not letting us in. No one's able to get in right now. I'm watching MemGen to see if anyone
releasing them, maybe.
Says anything.
I'm gonna try and pack these wounds as best as I can.
Yeah, we'll give it a little bit here. Mr. Creature, I'm not understanding you. Just save your strength, Mr. Creature. We'll get you taken care of and we'll talk to you in a bit.
I'm gonna search the lab van over here.
Stay with us, creature.
Hey, Fleetwood, you alright?
I'm good. He got close, but he didn't get there.
Shit. Lost pulse.
Crap.
Starting CPR.
GTA Online is down also. So we'll see what happens here. We'll stick with it a minute.
The blood's just flowing out of him.
Yep. Gotta repack them.
What's this guy doing?
Not good.
No?
He just kept saying he wants to go see his wife.
I'm getting no pulse on him.
Oh, yeah.
You need to call it?
Yeah.
Yep, we're gonna call it.
So was this actually the one we were looking for, or just another copy?
No, this is the one.
I hear the ambulance.
Double check his wallet, but it sounded just like him.
Mr. Panini's dead.
Oh, good.
You have a vehicle that he came in?
Yeah, the white van in the parking lot. I think 518 was gonna search it.
It's a 518 over there.
I think so.
All right.
They said he was. Ambulance should be here.
We need corner for Mr. Panini. He's dead. They called it.
Metro 342, you got coroner started to the graveyard 631 clips.
Well, I'm glad we had this ready because it seems like this may be a long-term thing with the servers. So I'll show you some. I'm looking here. Some stuff from Sunday while we wait, and we'll see if it comes back up or not.
Finally caught him.
Harmless death.
Good work, Mr. Fleetwood.
You did it.
Well, I was hoping to get them alive.
I want to search Creature's van.
One down, one to go, right?
I think 518 was.
Yeah.
Oh, the van?
Yeah, it's out in the parking lot.
I think he's checking it. There was a note in his wallet, and then he was writing one. He was also writing when we approached. There may be two notes. $69 likes tonight. Thank you, everybody. It's actually 117 now. I'm looking at it. Check subscribers, new subscribers here in a minute.
Metro 132, show me back 10-8, solution units.
Oh yeah, that'll be the next thing I show is Air 1. If server keeps doing server things. Yeah, maybe tonight should have been my Red Dead night, huh? Maybe I should have been on server last night. Because it's still stalled up. I'm not even going to continue trying. I'm just waiting for... We were here just 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and 494 were.
We should have stayed here.
Especially knowing Panini was still alive and his wife's grave is right over there. Oh yeah, it's always good to see you, Cordell. Fleetwood, you ever stare at the knife long enough and wonder if it's staring back? If it knows? If it remembers? Panini did. He saw his end before it came. Looked like he was starting to write more, but I think that's when we... Or when he got stabbed. Where was the stab wound on Creature?
It was like in his neck, I believe.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
It's kind of fitting.
Well,
Well, the good news is you're getting it out of the way, Cordell, and better things in the future. You know?
Shoulder blade, something
Hopefully,
like that.
I'm assuming it all goes well.
Who's that standing over there? With their arms
I think
crossed?
that's media.
Oh, okay.
Where at? Where at? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's Jay and Charlie.
Right over there. Looks like medics couldn't save him, so.
Okay, I think I might have another note here. Let me just double check. Well, I'll save some of that. You guys can go back and watch it, but that gives you a little bit of an idea. There's a lot more dialogue if you want to know more of the backstory. Anyone search there? Panini?
Yeah, the other guys did.
Nothing of interest.
120.
Yeah.
Hour they overtook us. There's still overall
10-18. Good, just in case. Here comes that 45, 50-minute long chase. How good they. I lose the.
Go ahead. ACG 31. Kind of holding it back to Air 1. I'm going to redirect you to that.
Affirming to call it still. We got 121 by the mart here, in the alleyway.
Grove Street, 120.
We got left eyes. I was heading west towards 118.
Yeah, let's. I thought it was. Where is it now?
Air 1.
Oh no, see, yeah, he got a different car after this.
Northbound Rockford 640.
San Andreas.
Route going back south from Rockford. We're going to be at 639.
Everyone, you want to say
Everyone, can you attach? Everyone, yes, please, I've dropped the line.
Let me know when you're with us, Air 1. We're still continuing on West Eclipse, going towards the 1.
That's how they're going to be behind you.
I don't know why I couldn't find Eclipse. My mind was blanking on it.
Yeah, we're approaching the 1. It's going to be 603. We're going to be northbound on the 1.
There you go. That's best I can give you since I'll be on the 1.
That's right, Metro. Safety advisory. You've got a pursuit coming up towards you.
Oh yeah, hey
Still
Shannon.
Northbound, we're at
What's up, Ian?
Northbound 1.
Holy cow. Just a quick pause here. The server is down and has been down for like 15 minutes. Trying to reestablish with it, but we have not been successful with that. Let me try again. I'll see if I can get it to pull up, but it has not been successful. So that's why we're watching old stuff at the moment. Yeah, I mean, not much we can do if the server's down. So if you guys missed Sunday night, we watched back some of the Jack Creature stuff, and now we're just, yeah, see, it's still down. And apparently it's GTA Online in general, from what I'm hearing. So we're just watching this. We'll watch this for a little bit. If it comes back, great. If not, then unfortunately we may have to call it a little early tonight. Because I wasn't going to be on super late anyways, but, you know, what can you do? So, enjoy what we got here. We'll watch this for a little bit, and I'll check back in with you guys in a minute. I'll even try and chat with you guys in the chat for a bit while we're doing this. Very. Give her all she's got, Captain.
Continuing 815 northbound GOH.
I hear him.
They're ready up the nose.
Still going northbound. We are at 908, still going northbound.
San Andreas, everyone, we've got a lock and takeover call outs. Northbound Great Ocean Highway 901. Speed's going to be around 95. road conditions medium, or road conditions dry traffic medium.
908, are you clear from your 550?
908, attempting to catch up to the pursuit.
Passing the 60. Passing the 68 turnoff, continuing Great Ocean Highway. We are approaching the air base and are going to have to take evasive maneuvers if ground units stay callouts.
Yeah, we can take callouts. Looks like we're coming into the tunnel. Keep going northbound.
LSPD, I will only go without yours, basically.
We're going to be coming out the other end of the tunnel, still northbound. Continuing northbound, we're at 1002.
Yeah, just can't get a lock. Break Air 1, we've got a lock again, going 80 miles an hour northbound Great Ocean Highway 2001. Passing Hookies, getting ready to take the big curve. I think at that big curve, I remember Xander going, here we go. Shumash Bridge, 2001, northbound Great Ocean Highway.
Break. Metro 373, I got secondary 31 going on with that blue motorcycle.
Here's C373, I don't have any units to send to you on this one.
10-4.
Still northbound Great Ocean Highway 3001, approaching Toledo if you want to let Roxwood know. Passing the lumber mill, approaching the promenade, and continuing Great Ocean Highway 3003. 9 minutes of fuel.
Highway Charger pass.
Entering city limits, continuing on Great Ocean. Speed's around 50 now.
We're slowing up a little.
Passing the clock and bell.
211 Metro, are you available?
Still eastbound Great Ocean Highway 3025, passing the Ron Station.
I'm available.
And I'm gonna route you to 373 and have you both.
Majorly speeding up.
Cover that.
He's going about 140. We've actually lost lock trying to reestablish. Still on Great Ocean. Going to go without a lock for now. We're entering the Braddock Pass now.
I'm on the radio.
Units, we just entered the Braddock Pass. We're exiting the Braddock Pass now, continuing southbound Route 13. Reestablished lock. We're at 145 miles an hour. I'm actually starting to lose him now. Give me all you got.
Charger, if you got the legs, you can take it around us.
We're passing We're at speeds of about 150, passing the U-Tool shortly. We have turned into the 24/7, turned into the 24/7-957. It looks like he's doing a splash and go.
Right, a bit.
Vic, if you need to go around, you can.
He has not exited his vehicle.
I'm gonna give you a left foot.
Looks like a white male, blue jeans, gray wife beater. We are exiting the 24/7 now, southbound route 13.
We'll give it a few minutes here, KY.
Taking the exit to Sandy, taking the panorama exit and taking a right. Yes, Xander. This is my POV of that chase. This is part one before we head to round for refuel. We're turning around off of 68, going back to Panorama now, heading towards Sandy Shores. Speeds of 150 going into Sandy Shores. Got major air going over the bridge. Took a left onto Marina. Left on Marina. He is now driving through the dirt in his sports car and ran into a bridge or a fence that is not cooperating with him. It's going to be at 10:15. Algonquin is what I'm receiving on my... yeah, he's behind the Liquor Ace, hiding in a bush. Front half of his vehicle should be sticking out for you guys. He's jeffing it in a car. He's leaving. Now westbound Marina in the direction of Stab City. Speeds of 120 again. San Andreas Air 1, we have 5 minutes of fuel left, 5 minutes of fuel. Taking a left onto the access road to Joshua, taking a right onto Joshua, heading towards Stab City. Picking up again to 130, 140. Give me all you got on this one. He's trying to outrun us. We are heading into the city. We've transitioned to Sonora Road. Very high rates of speed. Here comes my cow comment. Dodging a cow. We have slowed up now. I couldn't keep a lock on him to save my life. 720 Sonora Road. Driving normal speeds behind a lifted black truck. Just dodged a cow. Once units approached, he took back off again, still southbound Sonora Road, approaching La Fuente Blanca. Yeah, it was so hard to keep a lock because we were, it wasn't that we, well, and it wasn't Alex's fault that we were too high, it was just the nature of the beast, and he was going so fast. Established lock, we're still southbound Sonora Road, approaching the turn for the theater. We had to be higher here. And then he'd go super fast, we'd lose him in a tree or something, and then have turning into the theater, and trying to establish a lock on... Vinewood Bowl. Trying to establish a lock on someone going 150, you know. He is now taking a left onto Fenwell, 596. Gary, 8 of 9 in the chat, there is one flying. Over 100 miles an hour on Fenwell. Now transitioned onto Meteor, southbound 597, taking a right onto Vinewood Boulevard, westbound 591. Picking up speed again. We're taking a left now onto Alta, left, southbound Alta, 576. You fell out of your patrol car? Air 1 is 1 minute away for braking for fuel. Braking for fuel in 1 minute. We are westbound Hawick, 570. That call out screwed some of the other cops. If you go back and watch, units, he did take a right onto Hawick there. He is passing the bowling. And I realized it there. Taking a left. That was where you guys got turned around, Xander. Aid Milton Parkway now a right onto Eastbourne Way 506. That was, updating on the fuel was the worst mistake I could have made there. Now picking up speed. And go watch Boom or Xander's POV. Dorset sitting at the light, and you'll see them get spun around, or even Dylan's. The light of Dorset and It's at 671. He's taking a straight, staying on what becomes Heritage Way. 671. I thought you were just confused left by the call out. Starway. Left on the Movie Starway. Lost him behind a building. Still got him. He stopped over the 2 on Movie Starway. 364. He took back off. He's on Decker Street. Decker Street 350. Air 1 is now going to have to brake for fuel. We're going to head back to station. Keep eyes as long as we can. South Rockford. South on South Rockford 354. I'm trying to get one last lock here. And now continuing on to Dutch London. Dutch London 356 going westbound. Officially lost eyes on Dutch London as he approached the 5.
God,
damn this
that thing
fuel.
was fast.
They got eyes back as we were on break. So we refueled and we went and caught up with them. So this is part 2 after the refuel. 132 Air 1 Direct, are you still there?
Yeah, we're there. He's just driving around in circles. Get out of the car!
You can hear me.
I'm sorry.
You can hear me snort at that. Air 1's reestablished lock. He's taking off.
Go 342. Go, go, go.
Okay, stop me up.
He's flipping around on the roundabout from Davis over to Strawberry, taking a right onto Carson, right back onto Davis. It is KY. Oh, there went the lock, you know. Doing circles. I'll advise him that's changed. It's changed. It has changed. He's taking a left now onto Carson. Alex was typical. I was thinking the same thing, too. Took a left. Left on the Innocence. He stopped at the turn off to the 5. He's now taking the 5 northbound. Trying to reestablish lock. Correction, he's taking the loop around eastbound onto the 4. East 4. There it is. Air 1's reestablished lock. We're eastbound on the 4, 125. San Andreas, do we have a timers update?
San Andreas just got back in panel from 911. What's going on?
We've reestablished with the blue Ferrari. We've flipped around westbound now. Westbound on the 4.
Pit timers elapsed. We'll have a few minutes left on swing.
10-4. Very high rates of speed, starting to lose eyes. He's going about 150. He is transitioning southbound 5, southbound 5.
Units on that pursuit identified.
He is exiting on that first exit there. He's now backing up and almost went over a ramp. Now he's sitting at the light. Oh my God, I can't get a lock.
He's right here. I don't know what he's...
I can't go lower, so I can't get a lock to save my life. Yep. And it wasn't Alex's fault. It's just if we get lower, lock, we're on Innocence doing circles. Looks like he's been pitted now. Going backwards up the ramp onto the 5 southbound, and now taking off again. Flipping around, going to go northbound on the 5, north on the 5, 388. High rates of speed picking back up. We're starting to lose him. Can't even register his speed. Still on the 5, still northbound 5. He's going to be taking the exit westbound on the 2, westbound on the 2, and exiting. Still on the 2, still on the 2. He went right back on. Going under the overpass. Oh, no, not yet, not yet. We're still westbound 2, now going into the tunnel. I will not have eyes. We're going to wait at the exit, but units, you may be looking for him there. Nope, he's still going. He's still going north on Great Ocean now. North. Apparently, that Ferrari just doesn't run out of gas either. It's amazing. Need a lot of speed if I can get it. He is now going to be taking a right at the LTD, turning on the West Eclipse. 602. Must be an electric car with a portable charger.
Units be advised, spike timer expired.
He's too fast to keep a lock. I'm just going to do it without the lock here. We're taking a right onto Prosperity, 632. He's properly stopped at the stoplight now. It's going to be Prosperity and Cougar. Now he's continuing eastbound on Prosperity. Taking a left on the Marathon, northbound Marathon, 636. Turning right now, eastbound North Rockford.
5-7, I'm going to try to get ahead of him north GOH. Spike him if he goes onto the freeway.
He is stopped now at Rockford and San Andreas, 343. Whenever officers lose him, it seems he wants to follow the traffic laws.
I think he's waiting for them.
Don't know why you do that.
Which way did the proceed?
Maybe if a unit can get in front of him and drop spikes before he goes.
5-7, where is he at?
He is at 342. He's going to be continuing on southbound South Rockford Drive, 343. Taking a left onto Vespucci, westbound Vespucci, 351. High rates of speed again. Taking a left now, Prosperity, southbound Prosperity, 335. He is getting major air. Spun out at Prosperity and Palomino. Now he's going to go eastbound Palomino. That was a left onto Palomino. Eastbound 355. Barreling through intersections. Still on Palomino Ave. Rates of 140 miles an hour. Still northbound Palomino. 369 taking a right Dorset. Right eastbound Dorset. Picking up speed again, going around the side of the bowling alley here, northbound Los Lagunas, 540, right onto Hallwick, 571. Correction, that's Occupation, not Hallwick. Occupation. He is taking the transition from Occupation over to Elgin. He slid through the grass, now right onto Hallwick. Now he's on Hallwick, facing... He's taking the overpass, which I believe leads to the 15. Stand by. 10-4. We're going to be northbound on the 15 now. Yeah, I messed up that call. He seems very unsure as to what he wants to do. Oh, this is not the 15. Apologies. We are southbound, approaching the 5. We've now gone under the overpass of the 4. I've lost eyes. Nope, here he goes. He's continuing. He's trying to hide under the bridge from us. Nope, he's taken off again. We're southbound. I'm trying to get him for you. We're exiting onto Innocence, taking a right onto Innocence, 170. Going so fast, I'm having a hard time telling where we're at. We've taken a left now, Popular Street, southbound Popular, 166. Just struck us. Go ahead.
Can you move 373 and myself to a tech channel, please? You got it.
Going south all the way into the docks. That's going to be postal 1819. Flipped around at the perfect spot. Good eyes on Alex.
Did we lose him?
Oh, I've got him now. I've reestablished. He flipped around on us under a bridge. He's going on Hangar Way 6-2. Took a northbound turn on the South Shambles. South Shambles. Northbound 6-4. Coming to a stop. And not again. We're speeding back up. Took a right-hand turn onto El Rancho. 174, taking a right. Now this time onto the 5. We're going to be at Postal 53 southbound. This is where I was hoping we could get spikes. Yes, Vernon. Last I checked, it was. Check again here. We are going to be turning onto the road that leads to the racetracks. Road that leads to the racetracks, Postal 66. Otherwise, this is unmarked territory. If I can get units to set spikes at the exits.
Copy 6-6.
That was the best postal I had for where I was at. It's the off-map road that leads to... Hey, Roshane. Actually, the server tracks. He's coming back your way. Any units that stayed back, drop spikes now. We're actually, Roshane, this is from Sunday night. The server's down right now and has been for what, guys, 30, 40 minutes. So just trying to kill some time. Hopefully it comes back up. If it doesn't by the end of this chase, we'll send you somewhere else. I know there's some other people that are streaming other games, but we'll probably call tonight if it's not back up by the end of this chase.
5-7, I don't think I'm going to make it in time.
Yeah, my call-outs could have been better too, James. It was just approaching the exit. By the time I'd make a call-out, he was already 3 blocks away from that call-out, you know? He has exited. We're taking a left. We're going to be westbound on the 5. And it's a city, so, I mean, you would have to know this like the back of your hand to even understand all the call-outs. With all due respect to you, James, I mean, I couldn't keep up with westbound on the 5 postal if I was the one on the ground. Oh, nice, Vernon. How did that go? 19 minutes of fuel. We're flipping around on the 5, coming back your way. If anyone's coming on the 5 and wants to drop spikes, be on the lookout for him. Coming back over the red suspension bridge. Disregard, he's actually turning south onto, I believe this is Voodoo Lane, Postal 37, sorry, Signal Street 37. He's flipping back around. Coming up northbound for sure, on I'm with Street, going under the bridge. And this is now going to be on Place. This area is a hard one for call-outs. The docks. This is another opportunity. Oh, he's turning into a parking lot under the 5.
He's in this building below us.
I'm on the big green suspension bridge.
He's going to be in the building below us at 3-5, Postal 3-5. You still see him?
I don't, but I haven't seen him leave. He's in the...
Oh, we got him. Go eastbound, go east. Sorry, west. We're going to be going westbound. We're into another... We're behind a building at 3030 Place. Oh, God. Oh, I remember this now. Again. Westbound. I remember that now, James, because you were in a good spot, but you mentioned something about you were late or something. To be barricading himself at the post-op factory at 40. Anyone who could set up spikes exiting this property.
Spikes near the railroad tracks.
Spikes near the railroad tracks, maybe. We've stopped again. He's very unsure what he's doing.
5-7, I'm going to post up on Chum Street. That way if he comes out this way, I can spike him.
10-4. We're coming back eastbound Chupacabra. Eastbound Place. Eastbound Place. Coming back your way. Highway unit passing you now.
Oh, yep. That was my bad.
Is that where it was, James? He's now back. So that was your... Oh, I see you running. Yep, that was... I didn't realize you had jumped out. Oh, driving on railroad tracks. And now on to Place again, eastbound Postal 21. Yeah. Approaching the docks again. I thought you were saying you were flipping around and taking some I thought you were saying it was your bad that you missed the spikes. Because by the time I called out what he was doing, he was already passing you again. He was going so damn fast. But I didn't realize you were saying it was your bad for jumping out of the car. I didn't know that until now. Some road goes somewhere. Looks like Chum Street. 10-4. This is going to be Chum Street southeastbound. It's now Abattoir Avenue, and we're flipping around here. Back onto Chum Street. Going to be opposite lanes, disregard. We're going to be proper lanes of traffic northbound Popular Street. Northbound Popular, 7-8, going about 100. That's fair. He is beating us in speed at the moment. We're catching back up. Still northbound Popular, 168. Yeah, this went on for 45 or 50 minutes, Vernon. Still northbound Popular. Slowing down. Just chilling now on Popular Street. Postal 407 possibly? We're so far out I didn't want to say 407.
Does there have a name on this guy?
I don't know. I can tell you I don't have a lock on him. He's still going Popular. He's sped back up. Now he's slowing down again. Now we're taking left onto Elgin. Left onto Elgin, southbound 595. Opposite lanes of traffic as we can switch over. We're still on Elgin, actually, now. Proper lanes of traffic. 102 miles an hour. We're under Elgin. He may have gone... no, he is actually here at Legion Square. So I got a closer look on my disregard. That's not him. He would have went in... Go to the next road over. He went into a garage under the... on Elgin... where there's an overpass. He may have exited somewhere. We're gonna canvas.
Metro 79. It's not in the garage under power. Like power and Elgin.
10-4. There is an exit from that garage too. If they wanted to dip, that's a place to do it. I love how like-minded Alex and I are with.
No, it's mostly
Like the way we were canvassing and everything. Plate of Roaring, is that it?
Got eyes, Alta Street 395.
Like, I didn't even have to say where I wanted to go because they were already thinking where to go.
Northbound Alta. Continuing northbound Alta, like making a left onto Occupation at 571.
We got him. He took a north on Los Lagunas now, right turn north Los Lagunas, slowing down for an intersection. And now he took a right onto Hawick, eastbound Hawick, gaining speed. Gaining a lot of speed again. Barely loading in for us. Took a left onto Elgin, northbound Elgin. Damn it! I was getting pissed at that northbound Elgin, 598. Signal 0 on oncoming traffic, but continued on. Still northbound Elgin, 400. Taking a right onto Vinewood Park Drive, eastbound. Looping back around by the casino. We're southbound on Vinewood Park Drive, passing the casino. Postal 400.
Can you ask if they've got a name?
Turning into the parking lot here. He is in the valet of the casino. I have not seen him exit. We have eyes. Yeah, he's coming out into the... It's like successful pit. But still continuing. Going to be North Vinewood Park Boulevard 400, heading back toward the 13. Continuing straight. Nope, we're taking a southbound turn onto the 13. That'll transition into Strawberry. Camera is so hard.
5-7, I'm trying to set up on Strawberry.
It's chaotic. Oh, here it comes.
He's
coming down at a high rate of
the spike.
speed. I'll keep you as posted as I can here. Still South Strawberry. So I stepped up my call outs here so you knew exactly where he was. Passing pillbox now. Still on Strawberry South, approaching the north corner of Legion Square. Still South Strawberry.
Good spike, good spike.
Good spikes. Southbound Strawberry still going under the 4 now. Still southbound Strawberry heading into South Los Santos area. We've reestablished lock. Speeds have slowed down to around 70 or 80. If that even sounds slow. We're now in the Grove intersection, continuing true, taking the Strawberry transition to Davis, passing the Maze Bank Arena. Still South Davis. South Davis, Postal 88.
LSI, long range when you're outside.
San Andreas Air 1. Let LSIA know that we're approaching their terminals. Entering the terminal area now. He's going still south New Empire Way, 98. Very slow rates of speed. Successful pit.
Is he on the upper or lower deck?
Looks like upper. Yeah, you're going to be below him. You just passed below. Foot bail.
10-4.
No ice currently.
Going into the metro.
There's a metro there?
Correction, we're on lower Empire Way underneath. Heading northbound.
We're looking for you here.
I'll get you guys.
Still under the overpass. Coming up on the
See him here in a second.
The gate.
Look to the right. Shots fired. I see shots fired.
Shots fired, one suspect down, officer hit.
City medics are interrupted, please.
709, where you at?
Oh, no, yeah.
97 lower New Empire Way.
Especially since you have to follow the laws, right on the
LEO.
southern tip of the last terminal there, like where you could turn in to go into the airport.
LSIA is now at Air 1, be advised I am going to have to breach your airspace.
You're like, I know where they're at, I just don't know how to get there. 5-7, what's your 20?
I'm trying to navigate this daggone airport, and all these ups and downs. I'm near.
We can laugh about it now, right?
Find it.
Spotlight?
I could get you a spotlight.
Yeah, copy. I can see it on the map as just getting the right road.
Call it for no spotlight.
Yeah, it comes in handy sometimes.
Yep, it's still locked up. The server, that is. Lincoln. What's up, Lincoln? 57 Air 1, you should be there now.
10-4.
You establish eyes.
Copy, I've got 709 and the suspect.
10-4, San Andreas Air 1 will be 10-6 headed back to refuel.
Oh, good fucking spikes.
Thank God, or we'd still be chasing.
Yeah. No, genuinely, I was going to say the next time we needed fuel, because I was personally done with that.
Are you available?
Yeah.
Copy.
Like, if they had a name, just warrant it.
Looks like they're eastbound on Vespucci at the moment.
There was a number in. All right. Well, that is. Hang on just a second here. Let me toss this up really quick. I'm gonna see where we can send you guys, because unfortunately, server's locked up and we have no clue when it's coming back. So, let's send you guys over to who all is live. Let's send you over to Hemi. Take care of one of the people who are a part of the Jack Creature stuff, and we'll unfortunately that's just going to be the end of it. Sorry for everyone who tuned in and didn't really get to see anything tonight other than some 10-8 time of just chilling and chatting with you guys, which is always fun, but just not ideal when the server's down. What's up, Brody? How's it going, man? I was just saying, we were up for a couple of hours and then the server crashed, so not much we can do other than show content from another night. So we gave it about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, whatever it was. Oh, look. We'll not show that. I'll show you guys that. So unfortunately, that's where it's going to end tonight. Tomorrow night, we'll be doing, we will not be on. I'll actually be at a concert tomorrow night. Friday night will be a Civ night for us. Because, yeah, unfortunately, this is the case tonight. Saturday we'll be off again, and Sunday we'll be back on the streets of Los Santos, hopefully with the server up and some crime to fight. But thank you, everyone, for being here again. Sorry for the short night. 63 likes in the night, 2 new subscribers. If I had that answer, Zachary, I'd tell you. It might be all night. It might come up in 10 minutes, but we've waited as long as we could. But we're going to send you guys over to Hemi. He's playing with Boom, Timmy, of course, Nate, and a couple other guys. And they're all hanging out doing some stuff on, I believe, Ready or Not. So go check that out. Sorry again, guys. We'll make it up to you with a fun stream on Friday night. Until then, let Hemi know that he just got derailed. Like and subscribe over there to him. And see you next time. Until then, take care and cheers. Good night, everybody.